Good morning. It's fucking 4:34 a.m. I just got up at 2 o'clock and I didn't see my fucking phone that they canceled my run. So I drove all the way down to my job and and they canceled my run. I didn't even know that. I didn't even look at my fucking text, you know. The question I have to ask is why are we living by the greedy gold digging ways of life? I have to question that. It's like, why are we living like these fucking greedy gold diggers? Why do we believe that we live like the greedy gold diggers and all that shit? Why do we have to live in their belief system? You know, why do we live in their belief system? Because their belief system is the whole reason why everything in this world is turned upside down, you know? Because we believe in these fuckers. It's like why are we always, relying on these fucking mentally ill people, these mentally ill greedy gold diggers? Why are we relying on these people? Because I know they're gonna lead us to our own chaos, I'm aware that they are gonna lead us to our own chaos. And they control the food, they control the water. So that does equal chaos if they control the food and they control the water. And another repeat of their fucking mess. It's like this is gonna be another repeat of their fucking mess, that we had to bleed these fuckers. Which I did. It's like it's like I was driving my motorcycle. It just it was just me on the road by myself. It was just me and a few cars out there by myself. It was nice. Nobody. I can just ride anywhere around the town with no traffic. How good it feels not to drive with traffic. You know how good it feels to drive without traffic, without anything around you. That's like 2 o'clock in the morning is always the best time, where everybody's asleep, where you actually feel like there's a little more freedom without all this fucking chaos and this madness. So I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning, took a shower, left at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning is like, I love riding my motorcycle at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like I don't have to deal with the fucking traffic, the fucking mentally ill sheeps. That's all they are. They're just mentally ill sheeps. That the herd, that's all they're nothing but a fucking herd going to work. And it sucks. It sucks that every day we had to go to fucking work for these greedy gold diggers. Like the survivability, the crack, being a crack addict, wanting money to survive, being a crack addict for money to survive. It's like it's really fucked up that we're stuck like this. I mean, that is really fucked. It's really fucked up that we are stuck like this, and we have to live this way. according to their fucking rules, regulations, and policies and all that bullshit crap that they hand to us, you know? It's like life got to be better than this, you know? Life has to be better than this fucking bullshit that we live in this world, you know? It's like they integrated us, you know, from the day we were born, we are integrated into this bullshit. You know, we are integrated to this bullshit, and it's kind of messed up that we're so brainwashed in so many ways to believe in the greedy gold digging ways of life. You know, the Luciferian ways of life. Basically, it's the Luciferians' ways of life because everybody around here is so similar to the Luciferians' way of life. It's just constant abuse of life in this world. It's like constant abuse of life in this fucking world. Fucking, you know, it's like it just past 3 days, 4 days, you know, it's like I've been going on live constantly because this is what's on my fucking mind. It's like I just, you know, going to work today, you know, it's like I'm nothing but I'm just a sheep like every other sheep out there. You know, doing these fucking greedy ass motherfuckers, you know, making profit for these greedy ass motherfuckers every fucking day and not feeling happy about it, you know? Great, I have a motorcycle. Yeah, great. You know, I like the motorcycle because, you know, something I always wanted to do, you know, but I have to pay for it. It's like we have to pay to do things. We have to pay to do things. You know, for me riding a motorcycle, I have to put gas in it, so I have to pay for it. I have to pay for the insurance on the fucking motorcycle once a year. You know, I gotta maintain the thing. That costs money too. It's like yeah, everything, every single part of our life, we have to pay for something. You know, so the greedy gold diggers can make their profit. You know, so why in the fuck we do this shit? You know, why in the fuck are we programmed to do this fucking shit every fucking day? You know, 5 days a week. You know, depending on depending on what your wages are. You know, some of you guys work 2, 3 jobs a week. Some people work one job a week. You know, my job, trucking, you might as well just say I work 2 jobs driving a truck, you know, full time and part time. You know, you might as well just say that for my job because I feel like I work two jobs. I get up 5 days and I it's like I get yeah, like I said, I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, take a shower, you know, start my truck 3 o'clock, leave out 4 o'clock, come back between 5 and 6 o'clock, or you know, 3 to 4 o'clock. You talk about long hours. I got long fucking hours in my fucking job, you know? And it's like I wouldn't be happy working for anybody who makes profit. I'm gonna be straightforward and blunt with you fuckers out there. I would not be happy working for somebody who for profit, you know, who profits off of me, you know, even though they they took me in for my experience, you know, because they used me for my experience, but making somebody profit doesn't make me happy, you know. Making profit for somebody else doesn't make me happy. Does according to your fucking bullshit ways of life, you know. So you know, it's like, why am I making profit for these fucking greedy ass motherfuckers? You know that. You know, I have to ask that question. Why am I making profit for these greedy ass motherfuckers? And why am I working 5 days a week? why am I working 5 days a week? You know, some people were, right now it's really slow in trucking. I'm gonna be straightforward with you guys. It's been really slow in trucking. So I've been working between 2 and 3 days a week, you know. So yeah, it's been relaxed. Actually, I'm compared to last year, I'm actually more relaxed because I work less. If you realize, I worked less this year. This year is gonna hit us hard. Way things are going, you know. Oh yeah, this year has been super slow. Yeah, and usually it's funny when the depression came, in 2008, it was super slow, you know, especially for containers because I haul containers, I haul exports, and usually they're slow. So I quit my job. I quit hauling exports and I went over the road. And usually over the road, I have a better chance of surviving out there, but I'll be making below what I make now, because they have constant freight, especially one going back and forth to Canada and Mexico. That's where all the freight's at. Mexico has a lot of fucking freight down there, especially down in Laredo, you know. But I'm just fucking tired of this bullshit. Waking up every fucking day to help to you know beg to get a job. If I quit this job, I'll go beg and get another job. Basically, that's what you do when you go get a job. You beg, you know, and that's why they make you fill applications, and then the people who evaluate you on your experience, and they determine whether you're hired or you're not hired. Because you're like one in 1,000. Some places it'd be 5 applications. Some places would be 100 applications. Because I tried to apply for a fucking union job, you know, but I couldn't get in. Because I know union, a union. I realize that unions, you have a better chance of getting retirement. But I know I'm never gonna go on a union job. I can tell you that right now. I'm just tired of making these assholes profit. I'm tired of applying for these assholes that make profit because yeah, I'm I have a chain around my neck in this reality because you know because we're so addicted to our drug money. We're so addicted to our crack addict money. Yeah. I feel like there's a dark chain around me. 25 years, since, when you're young, when I first graduated high school, the first having a job, making $7 an hour was a lot of money, back then. And when I used to live in Maryland, the excitement. So, oh, yeah, I get to go out, be out here, and then I joined the army, and I don't know. That was kind of weird. It's like I was kind of mixed up in that place. And then driving a truck, and then being fired for the first time. I've been fired on my first truck driving job. I know what it feels like to be fired. I know what it feels like to be fired. It kind of you go into a depression. And that's the symptoms of being fired. You go through a depression, and then you got to go through the agony of finding a place to work, which is really why do we suffer? and finding a job. Why do we have to suffer to find a job? You know, so I always think about what is the best way to be self sufficient without the fucking corporation, where you don't have to rely on them and create something pretty new within our own community. But it's like I had thoughts. These are the thoughts I had. I had thoughts about finding an abandoned town that none of these motherfuckers out there, finding an abandoned town. But I had to find a certain ground. I had to find a certain type of soil that we can grow especially the climate too. That we can grow vegetables. Grow a shitload of vegetables. I found out I saw this one thing about this guy who he created like one of those he had I think he had like 2 acres. It's like one of those indoor farming. He had kind of like he had fishes inside of it. The fishes were kind of like fertilizing the plants on the inside. It's like he had a cycle system inside the this enclosed fucking vegetable. I forget what it's called. It enclosed farm, and it's like they said. They said the 2 acres of land that they had, they could easily feed a whole town because the fish, they had fishes and they had the fucking had a little farm. They grew everything from herbs to fresh food. So it's like an endless cycle, with the fishes. The fishes born eggs, and basically and they eat the fish, and basically that's what they use them for. So I thought about something like that, you know, finding out how do you make something like that in a place out of the middle of nowhere, really dry, and then you got to find out where the water is. Where you got to find some kind of clean water somewhere. And I thought about, how can I survive without corporations all the time? It's like how to be reliant without them. Cut myself from these fucking people. I had thoughts of cutting myself off from society itself. Because I think I don't know my survivability. I don't know if it'll be good, but I have to learn as I fucking go to do this shit. But it functions better when you have more than one people. When you figure out how you're gonna make it work. You know. But people will look at me. Oh, you gotta be the fucking the fucking civilized people will see that uncivilized. You know, to do something like that because it kind of like it falls off their profit making. It does it because that's when somebody comes into your fucking town and tell you what's in it for me. They always ask you what's in it for me. How I'm gonna how I usually will just kick them out of fucking town. Because I don't need their shit. What's in it for me? Bull crap. I hate hearing those fucking words because that means you're gonna be a slave to this fucking guy. Who says what's in it for me? You can be a slave to this fucking guy. That's one thing I hate about that negative motherfuckers who always who says what's in it for me. It's like in the community. Yeah, well, I get it. It's like I'm not here. It's like the way I look at it. I'm not here for that fucker. You know, the what's in it for me people need to go with what's in it for me people. They need to work together. They have to work. I think they have to work together for themselves because that's what I would kick their fucking ass out. you know, because they're too damn selfish, because they want to profit, you know. God damn, that's what I hate about this world. What's in it for me? What's in it for me? I hate hearing that fucking word every fucking day. You gotta be a fucking mental person to be that way. Profit makers will always say that, what's in it for me, you know? You can't work together in this world. I mean, this world, the greedy gold diggers, you can't work together in this world because the way it's set up. You can't, money talks. Yeah, I understand money talks because it'll make you work together if money talks. But if you don't have any money, then you might as well just consider it chaos because people are so reliant on it. You know, which is really pretty fucked up. How much they do got a chain on me in this world because of money. Because money is the chain itself. Money is the fucking chain itself. You know, and that's why I say, call your corporations master. You might as well call the owner of your company master because they always say yes sir, no, no ma'am. You might as well just call them master because that's what they are. Sir means master. If you understand what I mean, when you say yes sir, you mean master. When you say, you know, ma'am, yes mistress, because that's basically what you're saying to them when you say sir or ma'am. You know, because you have to be a slave, you have to be disciplined. That's why they always tell you have to be disciplined and obedient. In this world, because if you're not disciplined and obedient, and if you go against the system, then they'll just cast you out. They'll cast you out. But what's funny about me is like I could speak on this video, I could speak here in this fucking live chat room, and I'm just a little ass. I'm not big enough to cause a chain reaction. I'm not big enough to cause it. So I'm not a threat to them because I realize that I'm not a threat to them because it's like I don't have a big enough influence, you know. So it's like I can speak as much as I want. That's one thing I like about being small. That's one thing I like about being a with low subscriber because I can speak as much as I want and nobody can hear me. I noticed that with myself. It's like, yeah, I can speak. I can speak everything. Speak about everything, and nobody can hear me. And that's what I like about having, my low, 255 subscribers. I have 255 subscribers, and usually it goes down. My subscribers always go down. So when it goes down, I'm happy. It's like, okay, yeah, this guy doesn't want. It's like I like it when somebody walks away from unsubscribe to me. I always say, please unsubscribe. That's the way it works with me. It's like, yeah, that means people can't handle what I say if they walk away. Hey, I just rhymed. I just rhymed. People can't handle what I say because they always walk away. You know. And it's funny about this fantasy world we live in. This world is nothing but a fantasy world. You know. That's why I say money is not real. It's like in the next world I'll be going to. Hopefully, I go to the next world where I don't have to rely on this world. I don't have to rely on this fucking world. Now, there's another world that's completely way, way whack. You know, yeah, the higher densities doesn't have money. Or not. The higher the density you go, you don't need money up there. You know, you don't need money up there. You don't need a physical body to go up there. And it's like it's like being in Alice in Wonderland. You know, going down the rabbit hole. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland when you're up there. So it's nice. It's positive up there. It's like really positive, peace, quiet. Always learning. Yeah, we are always learning. That some some part of me says that you know what the fuck am I here? Why am I here? I'm not here to make the greedy gold diggers rich. You know, I realize that I'm not here to make the greedy gold digger rich. I'm like the pain in, I don't know. These stupid greedy gold diggers, the way they label things, label everything it's like, I think they're labeled, I've been labeled as a fucking liberal from a greedy gold digger, you know, because they like it's funny about greedy, they like slaves. They like having slaves so they can profit off people. It's like, it's funny, I watched the conservatives, especially Anonymous, very conservative, the Anonymous, and I see them putting on Fox News on the fucking Anonymous with Fox News, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Why are they showing Fox News? It's like, why do they believe in their politics? That's one thing I don't get is why are they believing in their politics, Anonymous? Interesting thing to see. Anonymous is very confusing. Very confused. I know. Yeah, I guess the government's taken over Anonymous. It's funny. You can't tell which is the real Anonymous, and you can't tell which is you know the fake Anonymous. So I kind of like shut Anonymous out now. I kind of like shut them out, and I go towards my own way and open my big mouth. Ooh, I see something. Oh well. Oh well. An hour. Oh, it's half an hour. Shit. Time is going by slow. I feel a fucking heavy duty energy. Heavy duty vibe. Somebody has great vibe. You can feel it. Really positive vibe. Yeah, the question I ask is why are we living like this? Why do we live with these fucking mentally ill people? Because they are mentally ill. Oh, my head is kind of like I'm flying. I feel this lightness in my fucking head. It's funny, you guys wouldn't believe the shit I'm feeling. You know, you wouldn't believe the shit I'm feeling. I became more sensitive, you know, because greedy gold diggers, some the greedy gold diggers who are still in this fucking box of theirs. You know, it's like it's funny. I felt, the trolls was funny. I felt that this is when I feel a troll, it feels like somebody's fucking twisting my stomach. You know, I mean, it that's a sign of saying that that person's negative. Really simple. Really, it's not that complicated to understand the vibrations and the feelings of other people. You know, someone in here is pretty positive, or either that there's somebody around me that's pretty positive watching me. You know, and it's funny. It's like when I feel the trolls, the vibrations. When I feel the vibrations of the trolls, sometimes they don't have nothing, and sometimes they're very heavily negative. It's like throwing a punch at me. And they don't even know they're doing it. You know, that's how the metaphysical abilities work. Because the metaphysical abilities, we can feel. Because it doesn't matter how far or where you live, you can still feel your ass. Feel your energy, because your energetic being. It sends signals. Basically, your energetic being sends signals to me. I can feel your signals. Depending on you. Some of you like to just don't have anything at all. Some of you don't have nothing. You know, and some of you, I can feel the positive, either feel the negativity or the positivity. The understanding of the metaphysical abilities that comes with the body. Because when you go up to higher density, then your metaphysical abilities will be enhanced within that density. And greedy gold diggers don't want you to the trolls, the greedy gold diggers. They don't believe in that shit because they're so wrapped up in their fucking Bibles and their ways. I mean, sometimes you have to be abducted to really see. You have to be really abducted to really see. I heard a I heard an owl sound. This morning. It was weird. An owl sound. Usually an owl is usually it's a gray that's been hanging around or something. But reality. What is reality? Question your reality. You guys like watching me look like a fool? It's weird. Yeah, my favorite animal is a sloth. You know, my favorite animal is a sloth. Always relaxed, taking its time. You know, I like the sloth. They always give bad names for it. I've been watching my friend's poster, looking at me. The sloth is always looking at me and say, "Yeah, that's what I want. I want to relax." I got up for nothing. I got up for nothing today. I couldn't sleep anyways. I can't. I sleep every 2 days. Right now, my new sleeping habit is that I sleep every 2 days because of the change I'm going through. If you understand what I'm talking about, my sleeping habit's been changed to every fucking 2 days, which is weird. And some people when you feel the change, your head grows. Mine doesn't. I don't know why mine is not growing. Your head grows. Your pineal. You feel the pressure right here in your pineal, and you hear ringing in your ears. Because to a normal person, that's not. To a normal person, that's not fucking. I don't know. They won't understand. Sometimes you have dreams. Sometimes you'll have dreams. You'll see somebody in your dreams. Sometimes you see them in your imagination. Having the artist's mind. It's funny. I heard my first voice one time. It was pretty. It didn't scare. It's funny. I can handle it. Hearing voices. Now I don't even hear nothing. I know the ringing sounds are trying to communicate with me. You know. Now I'm going too crazy for you fuckers out there. Some people can't handle that, the metaphysical abilities. That's Satan, damn it, that's Satan. Oh my god, you got Satan inside you, shit. It's so funny how people's reaction, the normal people's reaction, these normal mental people. Hey, I thought I saw fucking silvers, something silver, sliver. Yeah, it's nice, peace and quiet, no traffic for a change. I just want peace and quiet. I want to live 20. I want the rest of my 20 years being nothing but peace and quiet. That's it. And talk on YouTube. That's it. I don't want to do nothing else. So much fucking problems. There's so much fucking problems, you know? In this fucking world. There's a lot of things you gotta fix on this fucking planet. There's a lot of fucking things that's gotta be fixed. But knowing the greedy gold diggers, they'll find some kind of excuse to not fix it. Oh yeah, my head, my head feels lighter. I feel pressure in my head right now. This body's useless. This body's useless. I can't do shit in this body. Can't do much. I still have my chains. I swear, I feel like a low, low vibration in my left ear. I feel something. That's weird. I can feel something right there. On my left ear, I feel something like a low vibration. Really low. Who's here? I feel like my head's growing. See something yellow. Yellow just popped. Why do I see yellow? Like a bow tie or something. Now it's disappeared. See a lot of power cords. You know, right now I see a lot of power cords and it's dark. Light hookups. Oh, that's weird. I don't even know how to describe that. I don't even know how to describe what I just saw. It's like there's a flower, like a white flower or something, on top of mud. Ilona? Is that you, Ilona? Yeah. Living like the life of the gold diggers. Living like the gold diggers. I don't get how they channel. How do they channel? I heard about breathing. I have to figure out myself. I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, sometimes I don't feel like I am myself. I need to find a. What's those people? Regression therapy who can hypnotize me so I can regress. Because I feel like there's something blank. Something's still trying to figure out why did they blank my mind. Hmm. Okay, people. I guess I'm gonna go to bed. Have a nice day. Thank you.